Sprint retrospectives are a space for the team to reflect upon the sprint that they're completing and to think about and discuss how they might experiment at being more effective in the upcoming sprint. Far too often, sprint retrospectives can be a relatively dry and empty meeting, either through silence, from everyone feeling awkward and not knowing what to say, or just mostly an empty exercise of the light application of visual facilitation techniques or positive affirmation exercises. When the team is engaged, it sometimes can veer into gripe sessions about what's wrong with the world and the company, as opposed to reflecting on the things that the team can influence to improve their own situation and effectiveness. Welcome to Scrum Tips with Barry Hawkins. Please be sure to like and subscribe. In this short video, I'll cover 3 key pointers to bear in mind when you're facilitating your sprint retrospectives so that your team is having the conversation they're intended to have to set themselves up for success in the upcoming sprint. Reiterate the focus. Remember that as everyone is coming into the sprint retrospective, there are any number of personal or professional things that could be on their mind. To that end, be sure to recap the outcome of the sprint to frame what are the things you're going to be discussing. The development log artifact is a great tool for visually conveying this. And additionally, if you schedule your sprint retrospective to begin immediately after the sprint review, you've just covered this topic with your dependent teams and key collaborators. Also, be sure to have a way or a means of deferring conversations that are outside the team's sphere of agency. These topics may arise, but they're neither fruitful nor the purpose of the sprint retrospective. We are having a conversation, not generating a list. Avoid the alarmingly common pattern of asking the team to tell you 3 things that worked well, 3 things that didn't work well, and then just seeing what happens with the rest of the time. This is a super common anti-pattern and is not at all the conversation that you're intended to have. Ensure that the conversation is a natural dialogue around the sprint, all aspects of it, how it went, and how each team member felt when it came to how the work came into the sprint, how it was planned, executed, handoffs, issues that arose, pivots, interrupt-driven emergencies that happened. Focus the conversation to be natural dialogue around those things. During the discussion, look for opportunities to ask the team, were there any learnings from that? This prompts and reminds us that we're meant to be not just covering how things played out, but what are we learning about ourselves as we reflect upon those things? As always, keep an eye on oversharing and undersharing. There are some team members who are prone to share very much, if not drive and dominate the conversation, and others who have plenty to say, but might not feel as comfortable or skilled or practiced at sharing those thoughts. Improvements as experiments. During the natural conversation that the team is having, document the things that they're talking about that are working as well as the things that could improve. For the things that could improve, ask the team, what is an experiment that we could try to improve that? In capturing what the experiment could be, you want to ensure that the team is articulating what they're going to try, what the evaluation criteria are going to be, and what would determine success or failure of the experiment. In choosing experiments, keep them to 3 experiments for less. Remember that in a given sprint for most teams, it's only 10 business days. Don't try too many things being changed all at the same time. Bear in mind that not every improvement is ready for experimentation. Some things just may still be too unknown or even too raw for the team to decide how they think they might be able to improve. Let those items sit for a bit, discuss them with the team outside of the retrospective, and just see if you can cultivate the dialogue until the team's had a little more time to reflect and think that over. Thanks for watching this Scrum Tips video. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and also click that notifications bell so that you'll be first to know as new Scrum Tips and other product development videos are uploaded. If you'd like to know more about sprint retrospectives, check out the video down here. And if you're interested in more Scrum Tips, check out the playlist up here. Again, I'm Barry Hawkins. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.